5 News at Noon starts now.
Well, right now at noon, a possible link between a popular pain reliever and autism have doctors concerned what the Trump administration plans to announce. Plus, U of A students are tackling a housing shortage across Fayetteville, how they plan to hold its town hall today aimed at taking action. And thanks for joining us on your 5 News First at Noon. I'm Jacob Luthi, joined now by Joshua Weisel. A rainy weekend canceled a lot of plans. I know I was looking forward to going to the Walmart Northwest Arkansas Championship. That got canceled because of the rain. A little bit of a break right now, but looks like that rain's going to continue.
Oh, yes. So it's unfortunate that the weekend was pretty much a washout off and on. Some of the activities were able to get in, and then some of them, they just weren't. And we're still dealing with rain today and all the way through Wednesday. We're not quite done yet. Mother Nature's like, hey, fall started, but let's keep it into a rainy pattern while we're getting some cooler temperatures as well. So you're taking a look at the radar. If you watched the shows this morning, we had all sorts of widespread rain, even some flash flooding in portions of the River Valley. Right now at noon, you can see pretty common northwest Arkansas for the most part. Just a couple of these little pop-up spotty showers, really nothing too significant. River Valley, just a little bit more in terms of this activity right now, but even then, nothing like what we saw this morning. Here's a look at those 48-hour rain totals, and you can see some of the area in those darker to lighter oranges close to that 5 to 6 inch mark in terms of the rainfall. So we've gotten a lot of rainfall. We said we needed it, but unfortunately we got it over the weekend. So hopefully we'll start to see things dry up in the next couple of days, but it looks like through at least Wednesday, we'll have some rain chances. The weekend looks beautiful. I'll show you that here in just a little bit. 75 right now in Fayetteville. You can see we're keeping that cloud coverage here and there, northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. 75 in Fort Smith. Some of those other temperatures at noon. If you're headed out for lunch, doing whatever, it's pretty warm, but it's on the mild side, so we'll take those 70s out there. Actually pretty comfortable at this time. For the remainder of today, there is a chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Some of these could be strong to severe. Now, widespread severe weather is not expected. Not everyone's going to see this activity, but a couple of these little isolated storms, like the last several days, may reach strong to severe limits, maybe with some winds and hail. Not everyone's going to see it. It's just something to be mindful of, so we'll be keeping a close eye on that. I'll have a look at the forecast for tomorrow. We do have another chance for some strong to severe storms then, and we'll let you know about the weather impact alert for that as well coming up.
Thanks, Joshua. We're learning a Lafleur County man has died in a crash near Bocoshi, Oklahoma. The state's highway patrol says Dalton Langdell was driving a Chevrolet pickup south of Hudson Corner Road on Saturday. A report says Langdell veered off the road to the right and corrected the vehicle before it overturned and came to rest in a ditch. There were no passengers in the vehicle and no other cars were involved in the crash. And the University of Arkansas students will lead a town hall to discuss the student housing shortage. The town hall will start at 6 this evening at Old Main and is open to the public. Topics will include overcrowding and housing affordability. Students, community members, and organizers plan to share experiences at the town hall and discuss how they can take action. And the Fort Smith Fire Department is raising funds to build a memorial honoring the brave men and women who gave their lives in service. The Fallen Firefighter Memorial will be located at Station 1 and serve as a place of reflection for the entire community. At its center, a life-size bronze statue surrounded by engraved pavers forming a Maltese cross. Donations and personalized paver purchases will help fund the project. Battalion Chief Evan Mallard says it's all about cementing the legacy of fallen firefighters.
One thing it's going to do is our goal of never letting those who died in line of duty be forgotten. That's something that's important because they were before us. They got us to where we are now, and we need to cement their names and a legacy so that we can remember them.
The department says all donations go directly to the Fort Smith Firefighters Foundation, a nonprofit, making them tax deductible and fully dedicated to completing this memorial. And some Arkansas linemen are going on a mission dubbed Operation Razorback. A group of 16 linemen with Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas will leave for Guatemala in less than 10 days. They'll be setting up electricity for villagers who've never had it. The project location is in the rural Guatemala in the northwestern part of the country near the Mexico border. The linemen volunteered and will be there for 3 weeks. They officially leave on September 30th and will return Friday, October 17th. And Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders announcing she helped block soaring health insurance costs. She says she negotiated rate hikes down nearly 36% after some insurers proposed increases as high as 54%. The lower rate, set to take effect January 1st, will save money for both families and taxpayers. 6 affected plans cover more than 300,000 Arkansans through the Federal Healthcare Exchange. And a deadly shooting during a country club wedding has left a community reeling this morning. 1 person was killed and another 2 hurt when a gunman opened fire in the club's restaurant. Lilia Luciano is in Nashua with the latest.
We have multiple casualties.
First responders rushed to the Sky Meadow Country Club in Nashua, New Hampshire Saturday night after police say 23-year-old Hunter Nadeau opened fire on guests at the restaurant while a wedding was happening at the venue. Police say the gunman made a number of statements during the incident.
There's been reports that he made certain statements such as Free Palestine, but we don't have any evidence at this time that would indicate that Mr. Nadeau was motivated by a hate-based motivation.
Guests were able to temporarily subdue the shooter. Then he took off. Police arrested the suspect, who previously worked at the country club in a nearby neighborhood, quickly after the shooting.
Within 30 minutes, these officers were able to find someone and detain them, who ended up being the suspect.
3 people were shot, including a club employee. 59-year-old guest Robert Stephen DeCesar was killed.
When I watched the news and they said a man was killed, I go, but it can't be my son.
Evie O'Rourke says her son died protecting his family.
He turned around and went for him. And because his wife and daughter would have been next. And that's the kind of guy he is.
I spoke with DeCesar's brother, who told me that the reason why, even though it's very difficult, their mother is speaking out is because she says she doesn't want him to just be another number, another statistic of somebody killed by a stranger in a horrific incident of gun violence. He said that his brother was the life of the party, that he was somebody who was very passionate about his 3 children and about building things. Lilia Luciano, CBS News, Nashua, New Hampshire.
An emotional memorial in Arizona drew in tens of thousands to honor conservative activist Charlie Kirk. The event included tributes from President Trump and others, and a powerful message of forgiveness from Kirk's widow. State Farm Stadium in Arizona was packed with supporters over the weekend. Kirk was remembered as a passionate political leader and devout Christian. The emotional event also served as a rallying point for Kirk's conservative movement. President Trump called Kirk's death an attack on the entire nation and pledged to honor him posthumously. Vice President J.D. Vance spoke about Kirk's lasting impact on the current administration.
Now, our whole administration is here, but not just because we love Charlie as a friend, even though we did, but because we know we wouldn't be here without him.
The memorial was also a call to action. Turning Point was actively registering new voters as they came into the stadium. President Trump told attendees he plans to award Kirk the nation's highest civilian honor, the Presidential Medal of Freedom. And President Trump says his administration will make a major announcement about autism. There are reports that federal health officials plan to tie the use of the active ingredient in Tylenol, acetaminophen, during pregnancy to autism. But medical professionals are pushing back and worry about the impacts on expectant mothers. Natalie Brand has the details from the White House.
I think we found an answer to autism.
President Trump has teased what he's calling a major announcement on autism in the U.S.
It's out of control. Autism, out of control.
Earlier this month, the Wall Street Journal reported the administration is expected to suggest acetaminophen, the active ingredient in Tylenol taken during pregnancy, and low levels of folate among the potential causes of autism.
The best evidence does not show an association between Tylenol and autism.
CBS News medical contributor Dr. Celine Gounder.
The best recent study looked at 2.5 million kids from Sweden. They used sibling comparisons to factor out genetic factors and other factors, and they found no increase in risk in autism, ADHD, or other intellectual disabilities for pregnant women who used Tylenol during pregnancy.
Ahead of the White House announcement, the company that owns Tylenol is pushing back and says it's worried about consumer confusion and the impact on expecting mothers.
In a statement saying, "We believe independent sound science clearly shows that taking acetaminophen does not cause autism." Experts say failing to treat medical conditions that warrant the use of acetaminophen, like a high fever while pregnant, could be far more dangerous.
If you have a high fever during pregnancy, that can cause neurodevelopment issues in the baby, so you don't want to let that fever go untreated.
The Washington Post also reports the Trump administration plans to promote a drug derived from folate called leucovorin as a potential autism treatment. Doctors say there may be evidence it can help a subset of autism patients who have a folate-related defect with speech and communication. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Tylenol has long been considered a safe drug for pain relief and fever reduction in pregnant women, since Advil or generic ibuprofen is not recommended.